Panta rhei. Everything flows. This aphorism was supposedly coined by Heraclitus nearly 3,000 years ago. It was his belief that nothing remains as it is, the only constant is changed. Most of us would agree unreservedly with this idea. After all, we see the world changing every day as we go about our lives, and that's not only true of everything, but of everyone too. Children become adults, eloquent professors turn into care-dependent dementia patients, high school dropouts transform into dot-com billionaires, and wallflowers grow into show-stopping stars. But we have a tendency to freeze from our fellow human beings in certain situations. We speak of born orators, artists, or thinkers, but also born losers and born criminals. We are unable to believe psychopaths can ever become valuable members of society, and we demand they be locked up. We call for a humane end for those in a persistent vegetative state. We'd like to put an end to their suffering by switching off the machines their lives depend on. We harbor the fatalistic assumption that some people just can't change, and so there can be only one solution for dealing with them: they must somehow be prevented from becoming a burden on society, or from hurting themselves and others. Just don't let them disturb the peace, that's the main thing. No one is frozen forever in their behavior patterns, or immune to any attempt to influence them. Friedrich Nietzsche said that human beings, with the conceptual tools available to them, were doomed to fail repeatedly to express the idea of becoming. He argued that this was the case because, although words could, to some extent at least, be used to capture that which is, they are not capable of capturing what will be. It may be that this deficiency explains why we repeatedly hear talk of immutable character traits and personal characteristics. In contrast, I believe in neuroplasticity, the virtually limitless capacity of the brain to remold itself, and I argue that no one is frozen forever in their behavior patterns or immune to any attempt to influence them. Humans have been both blessed and cursed with an almost boundless willingness to learn. It is a boon and our doom. We can go from being a loving family man to an inconceivably cruel mass murderer, and then back again to an upstanding citizen. These changes reflect nothing other than perfectly normal products of the enormous plasticity of our brains. Various experiments have shown that observational learning that occurs through observing the behavior of others, controls one of the most efficient learning processes, and that it is firmly embedded in specialized cells in the cerebrum. There is one problem with this mechanism: our brains mindlessly copy anything that promises success and effect. This is why we must strive to maintain a democratic context to our lives, so that our plastic brains do not seduce us into acts of denunciation, murder and slaughter, as has so often been the case in history. When such behaviors are rewarded, as they usually are in undemocratic, dictatorial systems, the brain will principally conform to those patterns. The good news is that our brains are open for change. Neuroplasticity opens up endless possibilities. If we experience a positive effect achieved through compassion and respect, those behavior patterns will become stabilized within us and will recur again and again. Your Brain Knows More Than You Think by Niels Bohr is published by Scribe at £14.99. To order it for £12.74, go to bookshop.theguardian.com.